Hey everyone, it's Captain Chandler with your police department here with Richard Frankich, and we're here just to give you a community update for the past 7 days about anything related to this police department, including some upcoming events that we have happening in the next couple of weeks. And Rich, how is your day?
It's a good day, Caps. Real pretty outside. Got to spend
Yeah.
outside a little bit. Having a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. I've spent most of my day with our radio and communications vendor, Motorola. We've been going around at our different radio tower sites, the infrastructure at City Hall server, and then down to the police headquarters, and also down to Wilson County 911, looking at ways we can just make our system more redundant and helpful for if we ever do have a failure, we have that redundant backup. So, we have good partnerships with Wilson County 911, and we're just grateful for everyone's assistance in that. And I think we have a good solution going forward. Just waiting to hear back now from Motorola, but have some folks chiming in. We've got Sharon and Karen and Dawn and Lewis here. So we're glad each of you are here joining, along with another 55 of you folks watching live. And Rich, get to it with a weekly update.
All right. So this week we're covering February 3rd to February 9th. Getting right into our numbers. We 877 police calls for service, 54 fire department calls for service, 13 crime reports, 87 arrest charges, 397 traffic stops, 203 citations, 27 non-injury crashes, 3 injury crashes. Those crash numbers creeping down a little bit, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing. They're staying right, I would say, in the 30s, and it's right at 30, so that's pretty good.
On to the crime reports: 3 family disturbances, 3 frauds, 3 thefts, a couple of property damage, and harassment and theft of a vehicle. And on to the arrest charges. These were just kind of the big hitters this week. 17 simple possession of drugs, 14 driving on suspendeds or revokes, 11 with no driver's license, 11 warrants, and of course you can see the rest. There's some good proactive work this week.
Yeah, and that interference with emergency calls, folks, that's related to when likely there's a domestic disturbance, a fight between domestic partners, husband, wife, whatever it may be, and in that fight, someone tries to call 911, and then someone takes that phone from them, prevents the 911 call, and then that's where we get involved, and that's where that charge comes in during that. And sometimes when you have those 911 hang-up calls, it's so important for us to investigate those 911 hang-ups so we can respond, just to be sure it was not a situation like this where someone's phone was taken from them when they were calling 911. And that's why it's always important, if you ever accidentally dial 911, just stay on the phone to talk to the operators. They're going to ask you a couple questions to try to figure out what's happening and why you dial 911. But if it's a straight hang up, if we can't get anyone back on the line, then we're always going to dispatch a police officer to check on everything there. So just a little tidbit about 911 calls. If you accidentally hit that button, just stay on the phone, and you'll be able to talk to one of our dispatchers, and they'll ask you a few questions.
Yeah, for sure. And on to neighborhood and school zone traffic enforcement. Jackson Hills, Hickory Hills, Park Glen, Beckwith Road, Tuscan Gardens, and of course all of our school zones. 69 stops, 33 citations, and 2 arrests. Some good work here this week as well. And on to Guardian Shield, just covering the 3 top totals that folks really like to see. 113 stolen cars, 53 stolen plates, and 76 wanted persons recovered since the program started.
Yeah, Guardian Shield continues to work well. There's been some stuff that came out. Here's a question from Mickey. How is Guardian Shield reacting to the new license plates in Mount Juliet? And thankfully, with our vendor, we don't see a major issue with it. Some of our areas that have very little light at night, we are seeing a slight issue with those reads on the new plates. But thankfully, the vendor who makes the plates with the state and our vendor, Recor, which manages our license plate reader program, they are looking into everything just to fix, and there's some different technology fixes that need to be done on both sides just to get it working back well how it used to with the older plates. And we are hearing other vendors are having a lot of issues even in the daytime and at nighttime. But thankfully, our vendor is doing pretty good with the reads on the new navy blue plates that we have out here.
And that's what I got for you on Stats, Cap.
Okay, very cool. This week has been a really good week with a lot of good events happening across our community. We started off with a fundraiser at Panturos that Active Life Chiropractic put on for us, working to raise money for a vest for our canine program. We have a new canine coming on board, likely around May or June. This canine is still in training, and we haven't introduced him yet because we want this canine to complete training, and then once he's completed his training, we'll introduce him to the community. But he's down in Florida at Southern Coast Canine. They are our vendor for our canine team. And in April, our new canine officer will go down and work with his new partner, and they'll train up for a couple more weeks, and then they'll come back to Mount Juliet, likely sometime in May or June. But this fundraiser, Canine Milo, was there. That's his picture, and was great. They raised a lot of money for the program. We had a group called Second A Sisterhood of Tennessee show up. They showed up with a brand new vest for a police dog that we were able to take into the program. And Milo has always had a ballistic vest, so this new vest will likely be for the new dog or to replace any expiring vests that we have with the canine team. So we're grateful for everyone involved in this event, grateful for everyone who showed up and donated to this cause. But, shout out goes out to Active Life Chiropractic, Panturos, Second A Sisterhood of Tennessee, and each and every one of you who showed up to donate for the canine team. This neat little photo here of Ellie Grace with Sergeant Barth. This was last night. I think it's Subway, Rich. Looks like Subway to me, near the interstate. And she's new to Mount Juliet. Her mom used to live here, and then she moved away to Alabama, met the husband. Ellie was born, and they moved back to Mount Juliet from Alabama. And Ellie was just having a nice conversation with Sergeant Barth about all the things related to police work. And we just appreciate her kindness. I appreciate her family sharing these photos with us, because it is certainly heartwarming. We're always looking for those opportunities to build good, positive relationships. And this was last night at Compassionate Hands. Received an invite from Alvin with Calabria Pizzeria, and wanted me to join his team to help serve those who are experiencing homelessness in Wilson County. There's only one shelter, and that is Compassionate Hands. And during the cold weather months, they bring in those who are experiencing homelessness and just give them a nice warm meal every night, and also a warm place to sleep. And it was just very heartwarming to be able to serve each and every one of them and talk with them and just make sure they had a good night with a good meal and just taking care of them. Myself and PIO Justin Beasley went and joined. New Tribe Church members were there as well, and we just had a good time. There really a lot of great people there. Sheila Weathers helps run that operation, and I also met a lady that works there. Her name is Linda, and prior to working there, Linda would go to the different areas where those who are experiencing homelessness would be staying, which was outdoors, and she would take them meals out of the kindness of her heart, out of her own pocket. Her and her husband would drive around Wilson County feeding those who could use a meal, and that just really warmed my heart just to know, there's good people out there. And I was telling her, I said, a lot of times we're celebrating the wrong heroes in our community, and there's a lot of unsung heroes out there that do so much to help others. And I was just grateful for her and thanked her for all that she did for our community. But it was a very good experience, and glad that I could be a part of that. There's a red flag warning out, and Rich, you may know more about this than I do. It's weather related. You're the weather nerd we got. So what's up with the red flag warning?
Yeah, so the red flag warning, folks who grew up around beaches might be familiar with the term, but it means different stuff for us than what it means at a beach. Red flag warnings here basically mean that there's a ban on burning until 10 o'clock tonight, mainly due to the high winds and the low humidity going on right now. So until 10 o'clock tonight, it's a good idea to not be burning anything in your yard, fire pits, anything like that, because the high winds and low humidity could cause it to spread really fast.
Yeah, basically, we don't want to have any large brush fires, right, or wood fires, and that's why they have it in place to prevent that, right?
Correct.
Good deal. Peck a Cruiser Food Drive's coming up. We're partnering with Speedway Gas Station and 7-Elevens across the community, across the metro Nashville region. But Speedway on Lebanon Road near Nonneville is the location for Mount Juliet. We will be collecting non-perishable food items for the Mount Juliet Help Center. It was a great event last year. We're looking forward to it. It is Saturday, February 26th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So definitely, if you have some items or you want to donate to the Help Center, that would be a great opportunity to show up at and donate to. And then, Rich, I'm trying to get my calendar working. When is Coffee with a Cop again?
Well, let me take a look here.
Let's see here. Month. It's the 18th. We'll be at Chick-fil-A at 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. So next week, Chick-fil-A, you will find us at Coffee with a Cop. So stop by Chick-fil-A if you can next Friday. We look forward to seeing you. It's a great opportunity to meet new residents to our community, but also folks who have been here for a while. It's always good to touch base again, and we enjoy seeing you each and every time we have those Coffee with the Cops. How's the weather, Rich?
Well, as we touched on already, that red flag warning, you see they've got it on their 7-day forecast there to remind everybody. That's a big deal, folks, because, you know, we're unfortunately prone to wildfires in this area too. It's not just a West Coast thing or a thing up in the mountains, because you remember that fire we had out in the Smoky Mountains several years ago. It can happen here too, just like it can happen in those places. So, but going through tonight, slight chance of rain overnight, between 2 and 5 a.m., about a 20% chance, but it's going to get cold tonight, y'all. So don't let this nice day today fool you. We've been blessed today with this really pretty weather. It's going to get cold tonight and stay cold tomorrow. But it's going to be, you know, a pretty sunny day tomorrow again, mostly cloudy, but we're going to have some breaks in clouds for some sun tomorrow. But look at that beautiful forecast going through the weekend. We're not expecting any rain at all this weekend. So it's going to be a good weekend. A little cold, but a good weekend.
There you go. And I think Thursday next week, we could have a potential of some storms. I noticed that on the prediction outlook thing, the graphic that comes out in our area is highlighted in yellow. So we'll have to watch that as we get closer to next Thursday.
Yeah, the long range forecast right now is saying potentially Thursday or Friday. So it's still a little far out, but that's the ballpark range.
Got it. Let's give away a gift card. Folks, you know the drill here. If you've been here watching us for any given time since we've been giving out the gift cards, we have a gift card, $10 to Moe's Southwest Grill. To be eligible, you can live in Wilson County or any county connected to Wilson County. And so type in this hashtag you see on the screen in the comments, hashtag MJPD Live, no spaces before or after in between, and it'll register you for this drawing that we will do once we get a couple folks added in here. And Rich, you said the rest of your day you're going out to ride the streets.
Yep, I'll be getting out working the road tonight to enjoy the beautiful weather before it gets cold and have a little fun tonight.
Okay. Awesome.
And hopefully deliver a gift card.
Yeah, we'll figure that out pretty soon. Let's let folks continue to put in for it. We have about 16, 18 entries now. All right.
I'll give a quick shout out if I could, real quick.
Go ahead.
My sister-in-law just had her birthday yesterday, so happy belated birthday to Julie. You don't look a day over 20.
All right. Very kind of you. Isn't she a good cook?
Julie is a great cook.
Yeah. You got to keep buttering her up to get the good meals, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
There you go. Awesome. Happy birthday, Julie. Thank you for always taking care of Rich. All right. Here for the draw. Let's see. Who do we got? All right. Patty. Awesome. Congratulations, Patty. Just email me your address and we will get that gift card to you. We'll either drop it off or mail it. And my address will be in the comments. So, Rich, what else do we have going on?
Oh, nothing else really. We're going to finish up some office work today before we get on the road and call it a day.
That sounds like a plan. Any Valentine's Day plans for you?
Oh, no, not a big Valentine's guy.
Okay. What about Super Bowl?
I might actually watch this year because I heard it's supposed to be a heck of a halftime show this year. So kind of going old school for halftime.
That's what I hear. It's my team isn't, playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Bears didn't make it.
I see that's your team. Definitely not mine, but I think I'm going to root for the Bengals just to have someone to root for. And folks, who are y'all rooting for? I see, Jean's here. She's saying go Rams. Let's hear it. Rams or Bengals? With our live updates, we're always here to take any questions that you may have. So type a question in. Well, Rich and I will be glad to get to it and try to answer it as best as possible. Sometimes we don't always have the answer, but we try our best. I'm seeing half showing up here. I got Bengals, Rams. There we go. Mickey with the Titans. Good effort for sure. They worked hard.
Hey, in all fairness, everybody around here knows I am not a Titans fan, but I got to say they did a heck of a job this year. They really did.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes when groups or organizations or people don't achieve the top, you know, we look at them as a failure, but that's not really the case. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people can work hard. They may not reach the top, but they're still doing good. And that's kind of how I look at football and the Titans, is they worked hard, and it's just the way it all shaked out. We got Kat Spears here with you, Rich. She's only watching for the halftime show.
And normally I only watch for the commercials, but when I heard what they're doing for the halftime show, I was pretty stoked.
Mm-hmm. I always like watching the national anthem. That's always been my thing with the Super Bowl, is who's singing it, you know, and how well is it gonna sound. It's hard to beat the Whitney Houston national anthem. You know, that was an awesome one. A lot of emotion involved in that, and a lot of pride for our country during that song. So it's pretty cool.
Or showing my old school a little more, I was a sucker when Ray Charles did it too, way back in the day.
Okay, yeah. Got it. See, and Georgina agrees with me too. It's good stuff.
So I saw somebody noticed. I'm surprised somebody noticed. I changed McGruff's hat today. I don't know if somebody actually noticed. Can you see it, Kat?
Can't read it. What's it say?
One of our local farmers sent me a hat, and that's one of his hats from his farm.
Okay, what's the farm name?
It's Farrell Farms.
Farrell Farms, very cool. I hear he does a lot of good work. So
yep.
Good stuff. And I think a vegetable stand quite often. Very cool.
He has a vegetable stand over on Beckwith Road during spring and summer, and produces a lot of his own good meat. And he has farm fresh chicken eggs, rather. Excuse me.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Sarah Bolton agrees with you too, Rich, with Ray Charles.
Hey,
I don't see much questions coming in. I'm making sure to watch here. Rich, do you see any I missed? I saw the one about the LPR systems and the new plates. We got that answered.
Only one I noticed was really early on. Gene made a comment about the speeders are on Central Pike and Beckwith Road. Unfortunately, as we know, Central Pike's not that far down, is not part of our jurisdiction.
You're right. So I guess reach out to the Highway Patrol or Sheriff's Office.
Wilson County, yeah.
Got it. Got a good deal. And then Tyler Hicks has the question, is the new K-9 officer one of our current officers at the department? And Tyler, it is. And we will make that announcement when we announce the dog and the dog's name, which I think it'll be easier to say than Milo, because Milo's name a little bit confusing to people. But this other one, how you read it is how you say it. So it'll be very good for everyone. I think everyone will be excited about our new pup that'll be joining the team. All right, good deal. I don't see anything else, folks. It's always an honor and a privilege to serve you. If there's anything you need, please just reach out to our police department. We are here to help you in whatever we can do to make your day better or point you in the right direction of a resource to help you. And just know that you have a lot of officers out there that are working very hard every day to keep this city safe, and a lot of staff here at headquarters that work hard every day behind the scenes, like our dispatchers, records clerks, and administrative staff that are here for you guys. So we appreciate the support. It's always overwhelming to us, and we're grateful for that. And we're going to do whatever we can to maintain that trust and support. Rich?
Thanks for everything that you do, Cap. We appreciate you very much. And folks, Thanks for watching. We appreciate everybody being here.
Good deal. Take care, everyone. Have a safe weekend. Make good choices if you get out for the Super Bowl. Do not drink and drive. Please don't. So many other options. We want our roadways safe, and happy Valentine's Day. Take care.